The morning alarm now rings from a phone wedged in a car's cup holder, not a bedside table. For many Americans, teachers, nurses, parents, veterans, the first view of the day is the fogged-up glass of a driver's side door. These are people who work hard, pay taxes, and play by the rules, yet find themselves living in their vehicles because rent has soared out of reach. This isn't a distant problem. It's happening in our own towns and cities. The American dream was never about wealth for most. It was about stability, a roof, a job, and the ability to provide. But that dream is slipping away as rent devours paychecks, leaving little for food or emergencies. People are forced to choose, keep a home or keep a car. For many, the car becomes the last line of defense. These aren't the stereotypes of homelessness. They're the cashier at your grocery store, the health aide for your parent, the warehouse worker packing your delivery. They get up, get ready in public restrooms, and go to work, still trying to save enough to get back into a home. But with every rent hike and stagnant wage, that goal drifts further away. Their vehicles become symbols of a broken promise. The safety nets that once protected the middle class are fraying. A single setback, a job loss, a health crisis, can push a family from their home to their car. This isn't about personal failure, it's about a system failing. It's probably insabilidad and sapente. Saoidno, ways who value property over people who need a place to live. As we drive through our towns, we may not see them, but they're there. Our neighbors, parked just out of sight. They hope for a safe place to rest before another day of work begins. The quiet crisis of vehicle residency is reshaping what it means to be middle class in America. On social media, Dr. Vanlife is all sunsets and freedom. Young people in custom vans, living the dream. But for most, van life isn't a choice, it's a last resort. The real van dwellers are the working poor and the squeezed middle class, not influencers. Their vehicles aren't Instagram ready. They're old minivans, cluttered sedans, or battered RVs. Their biggest worry isn't finding a scenic view, but a safe legal place to sleep. Take Maria, a home health aide in California. She lost her apartment when rent outpaced her wages, and now lives in her aging SUV. She showers at the gym, keeps uniforms in a plastic bin, and tries to look professional for clients who don't know she's homeless. Maria's story is echoed by thousands. Single parents parking near schools, graduates crushed by debt, seniors whose checks don't cover rent. They're not on an adventure, they're surviving. The glossy van life images obscure this crisis, making it harder to see the real struggle in our communities. These hidden faces are everywhere, doing essential jobs while living in their cars. Their stories rarely trend online, but they define the true face of vehicle residency. The fantasy of van life distracts from the urgent need for solutions. For most, it's not about freedom, it's about making it through another day. The divide between the Instagram dream and the harsh reality is vast. We need to look past the hashtags and see the people behind the wheel. The real crisis is invisible, but it's growing. It's time to tell their stories. The story is simple. Housing costs have soared, while wages have barely budged. For decades, people bridged the gap with debt and extra jobs, but now the gap is a chasm. Since the 1970s, rent has outpaced income. In many cities, a modest apartment costs over $2,000 a month, far beyond most workers' reach. The minimum wage is stagnant, and even in states with increases, it's not enough. People work full-time and still fall short. Debt, medical, student, credit card pushes many over the edge. One illness or accident can wipe out savings and ruin credit. Economic shocks like the 2008 crisis and the COVID-19 pandemic exposed the fragility of the middle class. Millions lost homes, became renters, then faced rising rents and evictions. The distance between having a home and being homeless is now just one paycheck, one health crisis, or one downturn away. The middle-class squeeze is now a full-blown crisis. The numbers tell the story. The system is broken. For many, the car is all that's left. Living in a vehicle means every day is a logistical challenge. The day starts before sunrise, searching for a restroom and a place to shower, often at a gym. Work clothes are kept clean in laundromats, phones are charged in libraries or coffee shops. Meals are simple. Sandwiches, canned food, whatever can be made without a kitchen. Maria, for example, showers at the gym, changes in her SUV, and heads to work, hiding her reality from clients. Evenings are spent searching for a safe, legal place to park, always wary of tickets or being forced to move. Safe parking programs help, but spots are scarce. For most, the cycle of searching for safety and stability never ends. The belief that a job guarantees stability is fading fast. Across the country, many people living in vehicles are employed, sometimes full-time. In cities like Seattle and Los Angeles, over half of vehicle dwellers have jobs. Their paychecks just don't cover rent. This isn't just a coastal problem, it's national. The National Low-Income Housing Coalition reports that in 2024, a worker needs to earn over $29 an hour to afford a modest two-bedroom rental. The federal minimum wage is $7.25. Even in affordable states, minimum wage workers would need to work 90-plus hours a week to afford rent. This is an income problem, not just a housing problem. Vehicle residency is hard to track, but numbers are rising. Tens of thousands in Los Angeles alone. Families, couples, and even teachers are among the unhoused workforce. Homelessness now includes the family sleeping in a minivan, not just the person on a park bench. Working full-time and still being homeless is a clear sign of a broken system. A job is no longer a safety net, it's just treading water. The labor market's bottom has fallen out for millions. Stable housing is drifting further away for working Americans. The Instagram version of van living is a fantasy. Custom vans, ocean views, and freedom. But for most, it's about survival, not adventure. Their vehicles are old, unreliable, and packed with everything they own. A flat tire or dead battery can mean losing both shelter and a job. Take John, a veteran who returned home, struggled to find work, and now lives in his pickup truck. His days are spent at the library, his nights parked in industrial areas, hoping not to be noticed. His life is a daily struggle for dignity, not a road trip. The romanticized Vanlife narrative lets society ignore the real crisis. It frames vehicle residency as a cool choice, not a symptom of economic failure. This makes it easy to overlook the single mother or elderly couple living in their cars. We see adventurer, not neighbor in crisis. The disconnect prevents honest conversations about poverty and housing. The real van living is about desperation, not freedom. It's time to confront the truth behind the filtered images. For vehicle dwellers, the daily question is, where can I sleep tonight? Most cities make it illegal to sleep in a vehicle, turning homelessness into a crime. Tickets and impound fees can mean losing the only shelter left. Safe parking programs, run by nonprofits and churches, offer a lifeline, a legal, safe place to park, plus access to restrooms and support. But demand far outstrips supply, and new programs face community resistance. These programs are a band-aid, not a cure. Laws keep getting stricter, pushing people further to the margins. The legal hurdles trap people in instability, making it even harder to escape homelessness. Vehicle residency is the result of a crumbling middle class, rising costs, and relentless debt. One emergency, medical, student loan, or credit card, can tip people into homelessness. Today's nomads aren't retirees in RVs, they're working-age people forced out of the housing market. They move for survival, chasing seasonal work and gig jobs. A new market has sprung up to profit from their desperation. Overpriced RV rentals, online how-to courses, and gear. The crisis is being monetized, not solved. Living in a vehicle strips away privacy and comfort, leaving people exposed and judged. They're not looking for handouts, just a fair chance. The emotional toll is as brutal as the financial one. Dignity is hard to hold on to when your home is a parking lot. As more cars become homes, we face a choice. One path normalizes vehicle living, creating a new underclass and for-profit parking lots instead of real homes. Is this the future we want, where working families live in cars and children do homework in back seats? Or do we choose a future where housing is a right, not a luxury? That path means bold policy, investing in affordable housing, raising wages, and strengthening safety nets. It means seeing this crisis as systemic, not individual. We must reject the romanticized van life and tell the real stories. Support immediate relief, but demand long-term solutions. The road ahead is hard, but we must choose dignity and justice for all. Everyone deserves a safe place to call home.